Welcome back, my dear friends. I'm truly grateful that you've returned to this channel, a space where we explore not just abstract philosophy, but the very real and practical teachings that can change the trajectory of our lives. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for being here. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that most people overlook in their spiritual journey, even though it quietly shapes almost every aspect of their destiny: your relationships, your friendships, your inner circle. The question we are going to unravel today is this: what should you build friendships with people who practice Buddhism? What impact do they actually have on your life? And is it really true that the people around you can influence your future, your karma, even your liberation? The answer may surprise you. It may challenge how you've thought about friendship up until now. But stay with me, because this truth, once seen, can never be unseen. Let's begin with a fundamental spiritual principle. Your environment shapes your consciousness. Just as a seed planted in fertile soil with sunshine and rain will flourish, your own mind, emotions, and actions are constantly being shaped by the energy of those around you. In the Buddhist worldview, this is called dependent origination. Nothing exists independently. Everything arises due to causes and conditions, including your thoughts, your choices, and your fate. The friends you keep, the people you speak with daily, the energy you immerse yourself in, all of this weaves into your karmic momentum. Now let's talk about the unique quality of those who walk the Buddhist path. What makes a Buddhist practitioner so beneficial to have in your life? First, they believe deeply in karma, the law of cause and effect. This belief doesn't make them superstitious. It makes them accountable. If you lie to a Buddhist practitioner, they won't retaliate with vengeance. They'll look inward and reflect. If you are in crisis, they won't abandon you. They'll stay, because they know compassion is stronger than judgment. This kind of friend is not perfect, but they're rooted. They won't betray you for personal gain. They won't celebrate your failure. Why? Because they live by the understanding that what they do to others, they do to themselves. To hurt you is to generate suffering in their own future. To uplift you is to uplift themselves. Second, Buddhist practitioners strive to live by ethical precepts, not out of fear, but out of respect for the sacredness of life. They aim to avoid killing, stealing, lying, sexual misconduct, and intoxication, not just because they are rules, but because they distort the clarity of the mind and entangle one in cycles of regret and delusion. When you spend time with someone like this, your own mind begins to shift. You start watching your words more carefully. You become more reflective. You develop patience. You feel a sense of inner safety. This is not manipulation, it's resonance. Their vibration changes yours. And third, Buddhist friends tend to be deeply aware of suffering, not just their own, but others. Their compassion is not sentimental, it's wise. They know that everyone is fighting invisible battles, so they speak kindly, even when they're firm. They listen, not to reply, but to understand. When you fall, they don't judge. They extend a hand. You may be thinking, but I already have kind, loyal friends who don't practice Buddhism. That's beautiful. Treasure them. But also recognize this: friendship isn't just about loyalty or fun. At the deepest level, it's about influence. Who do you become when you're around them? What kind of thoughts dominate your mind? Do you grow, or do you shrink? Do they support your highest self, or your ego? Are they walking with you toward peace, or distracting you from it? Let me share a story. A young man once found himself deeply depressed. His career had stalled, his relationship ended. His friends mocked his interest in spiritual matters, calling him too soft or too serious. One day, he met a woman at a meditation center. She wasn't flashy. She didn't preach, but she radiated calm. They became friends. Slowly, she introduced him to Buddhist teachings. not forcefully, just gently. She invited him to chant with her, to attend a retreat, to reflect on suffering not as punishment, but as opportunity. Years later, this man said, "That one friendship changed the entire course of my life." He didn't become a monk, he didn't renounce the world, but he became someone he respected, someone who no longer chased validation, someone who could sit with pain and still smile. That's the quiet power of a friend who practices. It's also important to note, Buddhist practitioners often view friendships as part of the spiritual path. They're not just about bonding over hobbies, they're about kawana mitota, spiritual friendship. This means friendship rooted in the intention to grow, to awaken, and to help one another stay on the path. Think about this. When you're angry, who do you call? If they feed your fire, they're reinforcing your suffering. If they help you see clearly, they're guiding you home. A true Buddhist friend won't just sympathize. They'll help you liberate. They'll say, "Let's sit, let's breathe, let's look deeper." They won't distract you from your wounds, they'll walk with you through them. And in turn, you become the same. You stop gossiping, you start listening. You hold space, you become a mirror of peace. There's a reason why even the Buddha said that spiritual friendship is not half of the path, it is the whole of the path. That's how important this is. In times of grief, your Buddhist friend will recite a mantra for you, not because it solves everything, but because it anchors your energy and hope. In times of joy, they will celebrate not your success alone, but your virtues. In times of doubt, they won't shame you. They'll remind you that even the Buddha walked through fire before finding light. And slowly, their presence becomes a refuge, not because they are perfect, but because they are real. Now imagine surrounding yourself with more of this energy, not to isolate, not to create an echo chamber, but to support your soul, to walk with those who remember what you forget, and to be that reminder for others when they stumble. Life is too short for shallow friendships. It's too fragile for relationships that distract you from your essence. You deserve to be seen, to be supported, to be inspired. So if you've ever felt drawn to the quiet grace of Buddhist practitioners, don't hesitate. Reach out, sit with them, share tea, share silence, share your truth. And if you are already walking this path, be that kind of friend to others, not by preaching, but by living. Let your kindness speak. Let your peace ripple. Let your compassion lead. Because in the end, we are not just walking a path, we are building it, one relationship at a time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've ever had a friend who supported your spirit, who reminded you of your strength, who helped you awaken, tell us about them in the comments. Like this video, subscribe for more reflections, and help us build a community where true friendship thrives. Until next time, may you walk with the wise, grow with the kind, and always feel surrounded by light.